Hey Scorpio, welcome to Intention 1111. Today I'm here to do your week in Scorpio. And of course, as per usual, I've forgotten the dates. Okay, let's take a look here. Week in Scorpio for the dates of 11 through 17 February, right? 11 through 17 February-ish. All right, let's see what the energy is this week. Of course, we're coming out of the Aquarius new moon energy, which is about kind of looking at things, systems that are in place and the status quo. It's like that, and sort of questioning, does that work anymore? Is that working for me anymore? So Aquarius always is a spotlight on humanity. So it may be love relationships, specific groups of friends, work, colleagues, things like that. So if you're feeling like, something is just not hitting like it used to, it could be that Aquarius energy coming in. So let's see what the energy of this week's going to be. Show me February 11th through 14 hours. Some of you are kind of in a similar role this week. Realizations, tens, transitions, green, heart chakra may be being affected. Divine masculine energies, new path, 10 to 11, progression this week happening for Scorpios out there. Divine masculine energy, this is just sort of talking about um, how are you in applying it to you guys out there right now? How are you providing for yourself? How are you protecting yourself? How are you caring for yourself? You realize here that there needs to be some sort of progression, or there is some sort of progression that you're pushing towards this week. Again, heart chakra may be affected. There's lots of blues and greens, so throat and heart, a lot of blue, throat chakra. You may be experiencing a lot of speaking truths. Now, people don't always want to hear the truth from Scorpios, okay, because we don't pull any punches, but you may be having the need to speak your truth or speak up about something this week. But also, the throat chakra is not only about speaking, it's about active listening, right? You may be put in positions this week in which you are listening to people, and you're listening to listen and to help, not to respond, right? So remember this week, if someone is telling you something, you may just be required to listen and not put input in, right? But also listening to yourself and making the transition this week that you need to make in order to care for the self. So, okay. So let's see what we got for Scorpio this week. I think I want to use these. Maybe if I can get my hands to work with my brain. Show me Scorpio this week, 11 through 14 February. For sure. And Scorpio this week, 11 through 14. Show me Scorpio this week, 11 through 14. If a break is needed this week, take the break. Take the break. Again, there's energy of progression here. I think some of you are moving from one thing to the next. This may be job. Okay, you're leaving a job which you've been at for a while, pretty solid. And you may be leaving that bittersweetly. You've got a 5 that means change here. 5 for change. Something solid. With a new offer coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. So Scorpio's leaving something that's a little bit bittersweet this week. Do not hang on to something that has lived its life cycle, right? Do not hold on to something that's lived its life cycle. The change is here. The change has been introduced into your world. Go with the flow of life. Go with the change. Sometimes when we want to hold on to things, they become stagnated. And when they become stagnated, they become negative. And then when they become negative, they become decaying energy. So allow yourself to be brand new in something, even though you may have enjoyed the comfort with what you have been experiencing. It's time to move on, right? It's time to go there. Maybe new partnerships, new love relationships this week, or relationships coming into solidity this week. Lots of energy here about moving from one place to another. Some of you could be literally moving, right? But some of you are asking yourself here, where do I fit in here? Do I fit here anymore? Do I fit here anymore? Is the direction this specific thing taking, is that where I want to go? Do I fit in with that idea? Do I want to go with that idea? Is that for me? A lot of you may be asking that question this week or have been asking that question, and that may be why you are gravitating towards something new. Whatever this new thing is, you've got justice, balance, partnership, offer. Partnership is balance. You have moving away from something here is bittersweet. Again, this may also include relocation for some people. And you've got confusion about holding on to something that it's time to progress past, okay? So let's see what we got for career for Scorpio. Incoming messages, fast moving communication, Knight of Swords energy. We're still in Aquarius. Coming, shortly we'll be moving out. So you may expect this communication in the next week or two coming in. Show me. For some of you, incoming communication may be defensive. This may be communication from a boss. You may either be having to defend your actions or justify something here. You're a little bit defensive over here about why you're being questioned about it. You may be being asked to relocate, go to another storefront, or go to another place this week other than where you had planned. So, for example, those of you with the idea that you're leaving something and going to something else, maybe with the same company, just maybe be asked to go to a different location. The boss is asking you to do that, though. So, again, remember with that may be competence. You are being viewed as competent. So, try to see the positive aspects in it. You're the one with the experience. You're the one with the competence. She can rely on you. You don't have to be babysat. Your hand doesn't have to be held all the time. They can trust that you're going to show up to the job and do what you're supposed to do. So even though it might seem kind of like a bummer, and you might be kind of like, why me? I mean, can you pick somebody else, inconvenience someone else, right? This is because there are attributes there that they're going to be relying on that you possess. Okay, so try to look at it in a different frame of mind. Again, defensive about traveling. And you're saying here, I don't think I've got what it takes to be able to do that. Right? I'm not sure I'm the person for that. I'm not sure, that you're picking the right candidate here. So, this may come very quickly. You may be asked to go very quickly toward this new adventure. You have an ace. So the boss telling you the truth. Yes, boss is saying immediately, right? Immediately, please do this. And you're thinking about your contract and you're thinking something about, is that in my job description? I mean, is that really what I signed up for? So in hindsight's 2020, okay? But it's the foresight that we don't have sometimes, right? So boss is saying here there's some idea here about retention. There may be layoffs, okay, or something like that. Maybe there are closings of areas, right? Boss is saying, "Hey, I want to retain Scorpio, right? I don't want to let Scorpio go. I want to retain Scorpio. So I'm going to move Scorpio in another area which Scorpio can be retained." Except you're not being told that exactly, right? You're not being told that, but you're being asked to go to another location. The bigger picture here is that this supervisor or this boss or whatever is saying, "Hey, I want to retain Scorpio. So I want to move Scorpio out of the mix, out of the chopping block over here in a safe position so that I can maintain Scorpio's employment and I can retain Scorpio as an employee." So we have illusions in the reverse down here at the bottom. So no shit, right? I mean, the boss isn't trying to pull one over you. They're not trying to pump you up to make you feel better so you'll be a pick me and you'll be their cheerleader and do it. It's not that. They literally are telling you something. They cannot here tell you everything about the contract. They cannot tell you that. But what they are telling you is there's a possible move. And the reason that they're doing that is so that they can retain you. So for some of you, that may be it. Others of you, this could be a promotion of sorts, not exactly the one that you wanted. So this this offer, okay, could change form from its original position that you thought it was going to be. For others of you out there, again, this is talking about moving toward a new path in your career and your employment. So take a look at your contract, okay, and understand you've got two ideas here, one solid, one not, and holding on to something. Um, so again, this here, these two cards here are a new path. You have 11s throughout since we began the read, right? So new path incoming in career. Okay, so let's see about the money parts. Scorpio's money, February 11th through 14. Scorpio's money, February 11th through 14. Show started money, February 14. Okay, holding on to money. I get the idea that some of you are holding on to money for a specific reason. If you're having issues with your money energy or whatever, if you've been having those for the last year, the last few months, or what have you, that's going to start to be healed here. Um, Again, there is an idea that you're leveling up. You're able to hold on to retain more money. Your money blocks are being healed. Your money energy, is being healed. So yes, hold on to money, but you're going to be able to hold on to more money. Does that make any sense? Probably not. New path ahead, moving up in the food chain. New path ahead. There are money burdens here, have been money burdens, which are going to be moving out this week. You have Star Card and Ten of Coins. That's, yes, healing, money, solidity with money, money coming in, right? So, whatever the struggles that have been with money are going to be moving out this week, and you're going to be able to hold on to more money. New path, King of Coins may indicate a new way that you're moving your money, a new way that you are using your money. Let's see what these burdens are here. Show me the Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's a newness here that's very satisfying with money. You're taking a different approach with your money this week. Hold on to your money this week, but money is being healed. Money is coming in. You've got 10 of coins. Money is coming in. Show me. Ooh. Okay, conflict with money is no more. Okay. Show me like it's magically healed, but I'm trying to figure out how it's happening. Show me the 10 of coins. Some of you may have been waiting on some money, right? That may be coming in. Show me 10 of coins. Options with money. Illusions about money are leaving. Illusions about money are leaving. So some of you are stopping doing something that you've been doing with money that's kind of self-sabotaging and destructive, right? Um, there's also some kind of control that's being released with money. This is maybe by a person who controls money. That person is moving out. So there you have it. All right, let's move into love. Money being healed is what I want to hear all the time. People don't think energies can affect money, affect things like that. They sure as hell can. Remember, what you speak is what comes back to you. Show me Scorpio in love. Show me Scorpio in the week of February 11 through 14. Show me Scorpio week 11 through 14. There's something about a thought process and intuitive hit here. Not quite time to go. Not quite time to go. There will be a time to go, but right now is not the time. For those of you who are deciding to stay or leave, this situation is definitely coming to a close, right? You don't have to worry. Is it going to end or not? It is ending, okay? It's just if you're trying to go right now, this for some reason is saying, hang on a second. Think about some kind of pattern. Do you often, are you the person who just gets up and leaves and doesn't think about where they're going to go or how they're going to plan something or whatever? This is asking you to make a plan, Scorpio. You need to make an exit plan, okay? Do not act on a whim. Do not act on emotion. Do not act, um, you know, out of anger, right? Yes. Is it ending? Yes, it's ending. Whatever this is for you guys out there. But there's something about past patterns and making an exit plan here for Scorpio that you really need to take a look at making an exit plan. When you leave, there's no announcement needed, no apologies needed. Do it when it's right to do it. Right now, hang on for a little bit longer. For some of you, this is saying hang on for 5 days, hang on for a week, right? There's something about the plan here that needs to be had. Use good judgment, make a plan. Don't need to apologize. Just make sure when you leave, you're good, right? You're tired of defending something down here. You've passed a judgment. You've made a decision. Victory in the reverse. This isn't going to progress where you want it to progress. This isn't going to go any further. And you keep trying to nurse something back to health, right? And this is saying here, look, you've already called it. There's no need to keep thinking and keep thinking and keep thinking that it's going to take right here. You've decided I'm tired of defending this situation. I've got to call it, right? But there is no victory in making a hasty exit. You need to make a plan regarding making an exit. When you leave, you don't have to announce it. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to offer anything. You don't have to do anything. When you have executed your plan, leave, right? So that might be specific for some of you out there. Let's see kind of what this thing is here. Show me the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups. Now, this doesn't have to necessarily be love, okay? It could be other things. You got Three of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups here. Scorpio has hung on and hung on as long as they can and made a happy face, right? You've tried to make it, even though it's heartbreak. In here, some of you have put on a happy face like everything is okay, a-okay. Maybe that's part of the exit plan. Some of you are doing that for children's sake. Hmm. You may be throwing somebody off your path or off your plan here. You don't have to tell everything you know. In fact, it's saying here, don't speak about it at all. Put that money away a little bit at a time, and that's how you make your plan. So some of you are leaving something. It's either a job or a relationship here, and you're just saying, "Hey, this has run its course. I can't pretend anymore. I can't make it more than what it is anymore. I can't put on a happy face anymore." But the emphasis here is don't get wrapped up in illusions, right? The idea here is that you want things to be good when you do leave. You need to make a plan for that, right? Don't just walk into work and say, I quit, bye. You need to make an exit plan. Start putting that money away. And then when you feel like you're good, put in your 2 weeks, okay? Or, start taking stuff out of the house a little at a time or whatever until you feel like your plan is ready to go and then execute. There's something about the art of war that's really interesting, and I don't know the exact, I'm probably going to botch the quote here, but it's something like move in silence and then strike like a thunderbolt. So that indicates to me that you're doing what you need to do to make things work for you after this exit. But you don't have to advertise it. You don't have to tell people what you're going to do because 9 times out of 10, when you tell people what you're going to do, they sabotage the shit out of that stuff. So move in silence and then strike like a thunderbolt. Do not hesitate when you're ready to strike. But you got to have the move, you got to have the plan in the middle here to make that effective. Okay? So, whatever that means for y'all out there, Scorpio, this is asking for you to dig deep into your Scorpionic uh, ways of doing things, right? Um, they don't need to know you're going to hit them until you do. 9 times out of 10, they don't if you're dealing with the Scorpio. But this is information or this plan is not to be shared with others. Okay? Move in silence, strike like a thunderbolt. So let's get some advice for you this week. Transformation. Okay? Let love transform you forever. Well, there's varying different degrees of love. Love of self is one of them. And in making a plan and going with the flow of life and not self-sabotaging, you are exhibiting self-love. Okay. Also, heart of the matter. Align life's pathway through the heart. You've got a lot of root chakra energy here, a lot of heart. Again, there's an element here of self-care, an element of progression, of leaving something behind. Although it may be scary, you've got what it takes, but why not take the time to make your plan to ensure that you're successful, right? Transformation is here this week, whether we want it to be or not. Sometimes it's how you move with that transformation. And if anyone is good at death and rebirth, that is the Scorpio energy. So you let me know how it goes or what this is, and have a great week, and I'll see y'all later.